Hello, divine beings. I'm back with another general reading for the collective. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If it's for you, it will find you. To book a mini tarot reading with me or any of our healing services, please feel free to check out our website. So the message I got the other day was in regards to a love spell that has backfired. And I'm specifically picking up on the energy of a divine feminine and a divine masculine. Now, this divine feminine, there was a warlock that had been doing a love spell on you, or has been doing love spells on you for years. They are trying to get you back. They are trying to get you to contact them because they were siphoning off of your energy for years. And now that you have cut the cords, nothing is abundant in their life. I'm hearing they made fun of you. Like they tried to teach you a lesson, to put you in your place, like, conquer you. But they didn't realize how powerful you actually are. You who's watching, the divine feminine, you are highly anointed. Like you are a goddess. You are some kind of a high priestess. You have some kind of a high spiritual ranking. And this warlock didn't realize that. They took your kindness, your innocence as like something that they could take advantage of. Like they try to make a fool out of you, but now they are the fool. Like they try to make you a mockery, they are the mockery. This warlock male, I'm seeing dark hair, like dark eyes, brown eyes, kind of like dusky medium toned skin. I would say average height, build, clean shave. For the divine masculine, this is some kind of a karmic ex, could be like an ex-girlfriend, ex-wife, who has also been doing spell work on you to keep you trapped, to keep you confused, so that you will keep coming back to her. This karmic knows that you have a divine soulmate and she does not want you to leave. She does not want you to come into union, and she keeps doing a love spell on you so that you keep going back to her. But every time you keep going back to her, there's more chaos in your life. You're more confused. I'm seeing like depressed, like this divine masculine keeps falling into this depression, and he doesn't understand why. It's like he wants to break free, but he doesn't understand what keeps pulling him back to his karmic ex. It's because she's doing a love spell. This warlock and this ex karmic are doing love spells on this divine feminine and this divine masculine. This karmic ex, I'm seeing someone who, she looks young, like somewhere between like mid 20s to 30s. She's got long hair, curly hair, dark curly hair, dusky dark skin. I'm picking up like West Indies, Guyanese, could be Fijian, some kind of island roots with this this karmic ex. Okay, the warlock I'm picking up could be the same or could be South Asian, something like that. But this love spell is now backfiring. Okay, it's backfiring because the divine feminine is in her full power. She's divinely guided and she's protected, and the love spell is backfiring for the divine masculine because he has a divine feminine like energy around him that's protecting him, whether he realizes it or not. I am a victim of someone who was under a love spell for many, many years. I had met someone years ago who was a warlock who I didn't know, but he was a catalyst for my spiritual awakening. And I could just feel him like pulling on my heart, on my soul all the time. Like it got to a point where it was unbearable, and it pushed me to finally surrender. And I remember I stopped dating. I went celibate. I was never a heavy drinker, but I cut out alcohol. I just prayed and fast, and I would meditate for hours. I would connect with nature because I was like, Spirit, I don't know what hold this man has over me, but we need to break it. We need to break it now. And this was around the time I had started my spiritual practice, and I started to meet a lot of other female clients that were experiencing the same thing. And it got me to dig deeper, like something spiritual is happening. I need to understand what is happening. And I would research, I went to so many like tarot readers and healers and spiritualists and shamans. I'm like, somebody tell me what is happening. And nobody could really break it down for me. I kept getting mixed results. Like some people would say, oh, you're meant to be together. There's a force keeping you apart. And some people would say, he's the devil. Like, why do you want him? And I'm like, I don't want him, but I don't understand what this pull is. And I could feel this deep, like rage, anger towards this man. I had never been intimate with him. I had never dated him, but I'm like, where is this anger coming from? There's something deeper here. I know there is. And I finally found a spiritualist years later, and I was like, please help me understand, because I'm having dreams about this man. I'm always running away from him. I get a really bad vibe about him. I'm like, I just get like a really weird vibe about him. Like he gives me the heebie-jeebies. And I'm like, I don't know what he did, but when we first met, he touched my hand, and something happened when he touched my hand, and I have not been the same since. Basically, we were married in a past life as husband and wife. and he was the devil. He beat the shit out of me, he raped me, and he left me for dead. And one of my clients in the past life found me, nurtured me back to life. Because my ancestor hadn't healed, I was feeling all of her rage, all of her pain, all of her anger. And when I finally got the answer, it was like everything clicked. I started getting visions from that life. Like everything just made sense to me. And I remember one of the visions that I got, like she was holding a cross up to his face, like, stay away from me, devil, stay away from me, you know, like that. And I could see his hand on her throat. And I came home and I just broke down crying because I finally got the answer that I was searching for. And I could understand why I was holding so much rage and anger in my sacral, my womb space. And I just broke down crying and I just kept saying, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry to her, you know, and to both of us, right? Like, because it was like I was carrying her pain and I knew it wasn't mine, but I didn't understand where it was coming from. And I just pretended like she was laying in front of me, like I was holding her in my arms, and I just said, I love you and I'm sorry for what he did. And I was like, we're gonna destroy this motherfucker, like we are gonna fucking destroy him. Sorry for my language. I'm like, I'm gonna make sure this fucker does not win. Look what fell out. Ace of dice. Advancing in the game, moving ahead, new beginning, new journey. When I finally figured out the spell that he had done, I was able to break free. I prayed, I manifested, I did so many spiritual baths. I just did everything in my power to break every cord I possibly could so that I would ascend so high up and get my frequency so high up that he could never find me or reach me ever again. And this warlock still tries to do love spells on me, but it doesn't reach me. It can't touch me because that old version of me doesn't exist, right? So this is why I am sharing this story, because you should never ever do love spells on people. You don't know what your past history is with that person, okay? And if you have to do a love spell on someone to get them to love you, you're fucking pathetic. You are fucking pathetic. You are forcing someone to love you out against their free will. That is wrong. You want to do a love spell? Do it on yourself. You want to do spell work? Do it on yourself. Don't ever do it on other people. It always backfires. Nobody wins. When your karmic relationship has ended with someone, you have to let that person go. If you force them to stay with you, both of you will suffer greatly. It can be very, very dangerous, because when you put a love spell on someone, it's like putting someone in a trance. And when they come out of that trance, you don't know what their emotional state is. And you know what the consequences are for people who do these kind of love spells or spell work on someone who's actually a divine soul, a goddess, a high priestess, an empress? Death, incurable diseases, sicknesses. Like, it's going to be really bad. I already know what's coming for my enemies. Spirit has already shown me. And I would have moments where I'm like, Spirit, why are you showing me this? And they're like, because you need to know what's coming for them. And I would be like, what do you want me to say? What do you want me to feel? I warned them. I told them. You guys warned them. You told them. They didn't listen. I'm not going to feel sorry for them. They have it coming for them. They deserve it. They deserve it. Like, I got to a point where I just emotionally detached from all these people. I don't care anymore. I don't care what happens to them. This warlock who was doing spell work on you, Divine Feminine, he's on the down low. He's hiding his sexuality. And instead of hiding in the closet, he needs to just accept who he really is, right? You're gay. Just accept it. You like men. Just accept it. Why are you after this Divine Feminine? And this karmic female energy that's also been doing love spells, she's going to have a mental breakdown if it hasn't already happened. Like, she's going to have a mental breakdown to the point where she's going to need like psychiatric help, okay? This is what happens when that love spell breaks and it returns back to the original person. You will suffer severe consequences. This is why I tell people, don't ever send shit to anybody. You want to better yourself? Do the spell work on you. Don't ever send it to other people. Don't ever take from other people. But look what fell out. The Tower and the Seven of Dice. So remember I was saying disease? Look, doesn't this look like a parasite? Yeah, this person is gonna get sick, some kind of an incurable disease. And then the other cards that came out was Ace of Scoops, Three of Strands, and then we had the Ace of Dice that came out in the beginning. So you, whoever's watching this reading, you broke free, you broke the spell, and now you are going to be propelled forward. Like, the love spell was not working, okay? And now there's going to be new opportunities coming for you. I keep seeing like the game of Monopoly. Like, you know how you have to wait until it's your turn? So you roll the dice, and then let's say, you know, you roll 10, and then you move 10 steps ahead. But you have to wait, you had to be patient until it was your turn. So now you're going to skip way ahead, like a quantum leap. You're going to quantum leap now. Every time you choose yourself, like you choose you love yourself, that's what breaks you free from any kind of hold, control. That's what breaks you free from these love spells, because you choose yourself, or you choose God, right? Choosing yourself is choosing God, the higher power, the Holy Spirit. And when you commit to yourself, like loving yourself, pouring into yourself, committing to the higher power, that's what breaks you free. And that's what these two, this karmic and this warlock, don't understand. They cannot keep you, they cannot control you. Like, you don't belong to them, you belong to you belong to God, the higher power. Do you know what I mean? This experience that I went through taught me so much about who I am from a soul level, and it really helped me propel my gifts. And now I help so many of my female clients who go through the same thing. I can now easily spot like spell work on people. I can see it in their eyes, I can feel it in their energy. That's how I know now when someone is under some kind of like spell work, because you can feel it in their energy. Something is not in alignment, right? It's like this pull, like something is pulling on your soul. Nothing should be pulling on your soul. If you ever feel that, like you feel like somebody's pulling on your soul, like it's pulling you down, something's not right. Like it's truly love, you will feel it here. It feels warm. It feels like this warmth. It doesn't feel like a pull. It doesn't feel draining. It feels safe. That's how you know it feels safe. And if it does not feel safe to you, that's how you know something is not right with that person. The client that had saved me in that past life, he found me in this life, and in this life I helped save his life. He was under, dark magic, and I was able to help remove it from him. And he always used to credit me and say, Misha, you saved my life, but he doesn't realize he actually saved mine. That's why we met in this lifetime. This is how, past lives work. You do find people from your past life again. With the 7 of dice, I feel like this warlock and this karmic energy were sucking your abundance, both the divine feminine and divine masculine. So if you were like, man, why is anything not happening? Why are things not fruitful? Because they were sucking you guys dry. They were extracting all of your abundance, all of your energy, which was creating blocks. That's why nothing was happening for you. Nothing was coming in. There were blockages in your manifestation because they didn't want you to have it. Now it's all being returned back to you with sprinkles on top. And they're going through a major tower moment. I'm seeing like fire, like burning. Like they're gonna be like, no, like that. And look what fell out. King of Dice. Remember I was saying like psychiatric help? Like, see how that guy looks like he's in a straitjacket? Yeah. I think this could be both the warlock or the karmic energy, but they're gonna need some medical help, big time. They could be submitted to some kind of like psychiatric evaluation because they're gonna have a major mental breakdown. Like it's gonna be unbearable for them because everything they kept sending to you is now returning back to them. This is why you don't do love spells on people. Okay, let's use my word card tarot and then we will end this reading. Yeah, and even with the Tower card, see how it's the color red? Yeah, they have severe childhood trauma, and it's deeply, it sits in their root chakra. And when all this love spell goes back to them, it's going to hit them really hard. That's why they won't be able to bear it. So we got water magic, shift your energy. Your energy heals. Addictions, drugs, alcohol. I have dreams about you. So whenever you are taking a shower, speak positive affirmations, or whenever you are drinking any kind of tea or you have a water bottle, speak loving, positive affirmations into your water. That will help shift your energy. So whenever you are speaking positive words into your water, into your liquid, and then you consume that, your cells in your body hears that. It listens. It's like, oh, what is this? I've never heard this before. And then anything that's dense, that is not connected to whatever you are speaking to yourself, it has to be flushed out of you. It will be released out of you, right? That's what helps you raise your vibration. Stay cool, calm. Do not engage. It's your golden hour. You're moving. New city, new country. Bloodline healing. They tried attacking your root chakra. Yeah, they wanted you to stay in fear, and you broke free, and now it's all going back to them. Remember I said this warlock and karmic, they're going to suffer. Their sense of safety and security is going to be compromised because they did not face their childhood trauma. Yeah, it's all going back to them. Let's use the white ones. This warlock, or if this karmic energy like starts reacting, like yelling, screaming at you, do not react. Do not say anything. Do not engage. If it gets really bad, call the police. Like, do not give them your time, your energy. That's what they want. They want a reaction from you, right? Hard part is over. Engagement party. Grease. Doctor. Uncle. Peaceful energy. Hibernation and isolation. Green hazel eyes. Game over. Well, that's the end of your reading. Until next time, stay safe.